Welcome everybody once again. It is 5 o'clock Friday afternoon and we are live at 5 for April 24th, 2026. Welcome to Chamber Day HQ. I'm Ken Curtis. You may hear throughout this little 10-minute update a squeaky. I'm dog sitting for Barney, who's looking at me like I'm crazy right now, a friend of mine dog, and he decided this is the time to play with this squeaky toy. So we'll see how all that goes. But welcome everybody. Thank you for taking a little time. If you're unaware of what we do, this is a 10-minute update that we do sort of once a week here for Chamber Day, which is like 10 days away, thereabouts. The website for Chamber Day 2026 is chamberday.org, and the phone number is 310-652-4990. Before we get into the update, so I just want to let you know where we are. We're inside of 2 weeks away, and normally this is a time when things sort of pick up, and it's actually slowed down a bit, which got me a little concerned. There's no question there are challenges with the economy now. There are challenges with, I'll just call it the general disruption of the world order, and all that obviously, makes a difference and plays in. But we hope that you're giving some thought to joining us in one of the aspects of Chamber Day, whether that's the challenge, the day, the evening, whatever works for you, a t-shirt. And we hope you'll be doing that. Again, www.chamberday.org. And the Chamber, really don't forget, the Chamber relies on public funding for about over 50%. It's probably about 60% of the annual budget, which approaches $250,000. So, your support, whether that's $100 or a t-shirt for $30 or a challenge donation of $5,000 or whatever, really does go a long way to helping. Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty of where we are, I got to share with you what has got to be the coolest thing that we've gotten. Buddy of mine, Adam Gelbart, some of you may know, he's a longtime Chamber supporter, diver here in Southern California, but his profession is he makes miniatures, models for movies. And I'm actually going to have to back up to do this, because the other day he called me up. He says, I got something I think you're going to like. And he has made us, this is a 1/16 scale model of the Catalina hyperbaric chamber. And it is just so way cool. The actual chamber weighs like 3 tons and is 25 feet long. This thing's about 2 feet long and certainly does not weigh 3 tons. We haven't decided, is that going to be a silent auction thing at Chamber Evening? We're going to keep it for the booth and displays. I don't know, but thank you, Adam Gelbart. Way cool. If it would be a silent auction and anyone wants to say, well, I'd be willing to bid X on it, you can let me know that at chamberday@aol.com. I'm not saying we're going to do it that way, but you never know. But let's take a look at where we are with various things right now, because again, it is a fundraising event for the Catalina Hyperbaric Chamber, a critical one. Again, the date is May 6th. The big thing that keeps us going is the Chamber Challenge, and I'm very happy to say the Chamber Challenge is actually over $125,000 right now. Now we've got a chance at setting a new challenge record again this year. One thing I do is I've got a list of everybody that donated last year. As you donate this year, take you off that last year list. So I know how much is, I'll call it outstanding from last year. And if everybody who donated last year donates again this year, so if those of you who have not yet made your donation are willing to do it again at the same level, we've definitely got a shot at a new record. And we appreciate the support at whatever level you can give it. So that's where we are with the challenge, $125,000. I want to focus for a second on Chamber Day. It's running a little slower than we'd like it to be. I think right now we have 63 people signed up for our various boats. To remind you, it's $175. We do give some of that back to the boats to cover their food and air. Actually, it's $56. This year we bumped it up a little bit because we know fuel costs are higher, but it's a lot of fun because you get 2 dives at Catalina and you get a walking tour of the chamber. You get a chance to say hello to some of the first responders. Those are the sheriff's helicopter guys. We got Coast Guards there, Baywatch is there. We also walk you inside the chamber facilities itself and talk to you about the chamber, as well as give you an opportunity to go inside, and we drop you to a depth of 1 foot. And I can't explain why, because the physics don't make any sense to me, but you will have to clear your ears even at that 1 foot depth. So we've got 6 boats going out all together on Chamber Day. These are the boats: Sea Ray, SoCal Diver, Sundiver Express, Sundiver and Sundiver Express. Packstar and Giant Strider in red because they are sold out. We have spots available: Sea Ray, SoCal Diver, Sundiver, and Sundiver Express. The way the day will work out, the Sea Ray and the Packstar will go straight to the chamber, so you get there 9:15, 9:30. Do your tour, say hello to the first responders, and do your walking tour. It's about 70 to 90 minutes. Then you'll go do your dives. SoCal Diver and Sundiver Express will be going, they'll do the dives first, and then they'll go to the chamber. And I should have added Sundiver in there as well. So Sea Ray, Sundiver, and Packstar will be the first boats in, and SoCal Diver and Sundiver Express will be going in later on. So we hope that we hope you give some thought to doing Chamber Day. Again, www.chamberday.org is the website. That's the way to get signed up. SoCal Diver, by the way, is sponsored by Into Deep Dive, and you can call Carrie directly and get on with that. Now, in addition to Chamber Day, we got Chamber Evening, and that's a lot of fun. And actually, I forgot to update this number. It's not 251 sold. I think it's 279 right now, but it's $175. So we want to let you know there's still room for you there. We're running a little slow, but we've got a number of tables that are sold out, and I know this may be a little hard to read, and a number of tables that are available. So these are the sold out tables, and you'll see things like Pacific Wilderness 1, Pacific Wilderness 2. Some groups have multiple tables, and like Signature Scuba sold out the first table, they still have room at their second table. Into Deep Diving, Ocean Gear, same thing. So some places are sold out on the first table, but here's what we got available. And again, apologies, it's a little hard to read, but I'll read down them. Malibu Divers has 3. California Science Center has 2. Signature Scuba 2 has 6. Into Deep Diving 2 has 3. Liquid Adrenaline has 8. Ocean Gear 2 has 7. Antelope Valley Desert Divers has number 2 has 7. Zen Dive Company number 2 has 1. Dive and Surf has 2. Barnacle Busters has 2. A note to Buck: Lewis has yet to call and get signed up. Eco Dive Center number 2 is 4 available, and number 3 is wide open right now. David Watson has the full table available. South Orange County Dive Club has 6 available. Scuba Schools America number 2 has 2 available. OC Divers Dive 949, they have a total of 3 tables. 1 and 2 are sold out. Number 3 has 8 available, and we even have an unaffiliated table that still has 3 spots available. So when you go to the website, www.chamberday.org, you fill in some personal information, you get over to the table page. There's a drop-down menu. You choose the table where you'd like to sit. We will end up mailing you your tickets. The table that you're at is on your tickets, so that's where you'll be, and we hope to have you joining us. Again, $175 is what Chamber Evening is, and it is a lot of fun. It's really a great time. We have a total of 35 tables, so a max of 350 divers. Last thing we do in the evening is present Carl with a big check. Well, there are 2 things. We present him with the big check, and then right after that is done, we will do the grand prize, a week at Anthony's Key in Roatan. Remind you, you have to be present to win. So we want you there for that. But we hope you'll give some thought to staying throughout the entire evening. But if you got to go, you got to go. But that is the rule of Chamber Evening. If you win a raffle prize, general or the grand prize, must be present to win. Don't forget, if you can't do Chamber Evening, can't do Chamber Day, we got the Flying Dutchman. 79 people on the Dutchman right now at $95. You get that great Flying Dutchman t-shirt. And speaking of just ways to get you involved, we have Chamber Day, the Flying Dutchman, t-shirts, Chamber Evening, virtual Chamber Evening, and the Chamber Challenge. And speaking of t-shirts, there they are. Short sleeve, either day or evening, is $30. Only the evening comes available as a long sleeve, and that's $40. If you're going to be at Chamber Evening, you can pick up your shirt at Chamber Evening. If not, we'll mail it to you, but it is an extra $10 for the mailing, so just be aware of that. So that's sort of where everything is. We're inside of 2 weeks. It's when I start to get a little more anxious, and I sit there and go, we're going to set a record this year or not? Well, we can with your help. And again, you are a big reason this chamber stays around. Without the public funding of the chamber, I don't know where we'd be. I can't sit here and tell you it would close, but we would not be in the shape that we're in now. So remind you that every dollar helps. The date is always the first Wednesday in May, which is going to be May 6th this year. The website is www.chamberday.org, and the phone number 310-652-4990. I am Ken Curtis here at Chamber Day HQ with my assistant, the dog Barney, who gave up on the squeaky toy, thank God. And I hope we'll be hearing from you if we haven't already. Let's make this a record-setting Chamber Day and make sure we keep our Catalina hyperbaric chamber healthy and strong. Thanks, everybody.